support Biafra. That is why I built this platform. To support Biafra. From the time Mazen Nandekano was around, I was broadcasting as an independent broadcaster. Even when Mazen Nandekano was, I didn't start yesterday. Even while Mazen Nandekano was here. So whatever I say, I talk with experience. Even when Mazen Nandekano was around, IPOB Media Warriors, they were broadcasting. I broadcast my own as an independent broadcaster. I remain independent, doing my thing, my own thing, analyzing my own issue, creating awareness in my own way. You can't achieve anything in disunity. You cannot achieve anything in disunity. You are only setting yourself up for failure. Every sensible person should always focus on uniting each other. No matter what your brother has done, forgive and forget. Push it aside and go ahead. Like the message Mazen Nandekano preach. When some people were complaining, oh, our brothers in the riverine area, they did this, they did that. Oh, our brothers, those ones in the riverine area, they stole our properties. They must give us back our properties. If they don't give us our properties, we will never go back to them. We will never reconcile with them. We will never. And Mazen Nandekano responded to them. I am going to play the video for you to see what Mazen Nandekano told the people who were complaining about our brothers in the riverine area.
We are one blood, one
they were talking about abandoned property, said abandoned property, say they stole this, they stole that, abandoned property, they took our things. How can we continue to be with them? How can we continue to tolerate these people? This is the riverine area, they never support, they don't join the sit at home, they are not contributing, they are not doing anything. Mazen Nandekano responded. And Mazen Nandekano never, ever shy away from reuniting with them, bringing them close. Even he asked a question. If you are talking about your brother that just stole a property, what about people that took the life of more than 5 million Biafrans? Yet, Biafrans go back to their land to go and do business. Even marry them. Even marry them. Biafrans go back to their land, even to marry with them. But your own brother, you don't want to reconcile. Your own brother, you will never forgive. I want you to listen to that video. I am going to bring that video where Mazen Nandekano responded. When people were complaining, abandoned property, your brother is the problem. When it comes to the issue of your brother, you can never forgive. But when it comes to Janjaweed, it's easy for you to forgive. You forgive the Janjaweed, but your own brother, you cannot forgive your brother. If anybody mentions forgive, the person becomes an enemy. If somebody say, because of forgiveness, some people are not coming to my platform. When I talk about forgiveness, they get angry. Some of them, you see them on the comment section writing trash. They just come just to attack you for no reason, because you have refused to speak the way they want you to speak. Because you have refused to support what they want you to support. But who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Even if it is one person that is watching my program, even if it is two, I don't give a damn. Posterity will judge. Most important thing is that what are you dropping? What are you putting on the ground? The thing you are leaving on the ground, when our leaders come back in, suddenly they meet your platform. When our leaders come out and they see your platform, what you are posting, will they be proud of you? When they see what you are writing, will they be proud of you? When they see your actions, will they be proud of you? Ask yourself. Even when you are gone, when your children see what you are writing, what you are posting, will they be proud of you? I want you to listen to this response of Mazen Nandekano.
We are one blood, one family. There is, people have all these appendages. It's on all friends. People, I can trace their ancestry. I know where you come from. I know the family where you come from. You know, somebody telling me he's from Asaba, and he's from Asaba, which is used to be Ahaba. That is the name. We forgive ourselves every blessed day. Everybody made mistakes during that very war. even before the war, mistakes were made. But from all sides, we are all responsible for what's happened. Are we going to dwell on it forever and ever? Of course not.
Did you hear that? Everybody makes mistakes every day. We offend each other every day. Are we going to remain in that? No, not at all. This is our supreme Damazin Nandek, I'm saying. Everybody makes mistake. You cannot remain and continue to blame and blame and blame your brother, blame your sister, blame your uncle. No. Every one of us, you and I, we have made mistake at one point or the other. Why is it that you cannot forgive? Forge ahead. Move with a strong force and get the freedom that we are looking for. When somebody say it, you get angry. You don't want peace. You don't want to associate with anybody. It is you with your brain, you want to determine who is the real true freedom fighter and who is not. Even you that is trying to tell us who is a true freedom fighter, you are not, by your actions, by your speech, by your word, you are not. You are not. Who made you the judge to tell us who is a good freedom fighter and who is a bad one? I want you to listen. Listen to the word of Mazin Nandeka.
We forgive ourselves every blessed day.
We forgive ourselves every blessed day.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Even before the war, mistakes were made. But from all sides, we are all responsible for what's happened. Are we going to dwell on it forever and ever? Of course not. From the constitution of Biafra, it will be spelled out very, very clear. It was my intention before, and still remains, that if Russia should be, of course, now Economic is making a very big argument for it, should be the capital of Biafra. We will be so busy building and rebuilding. What are the houses we have in the world? Have you not seen how Hong Kong is built? Go and get a picture of Singapore and see it. Where is the gap of, are you telling me that we are fighting and dying every day to have another useless African country? In Biafra, God forbid, we are going to build beautiful houses. There will be no time. We are going to be so busy working. There will be no time for even anybody to think about it. What's the good? We have made mistakes during the war. Are we dead? They killed us 5 million. Yes, we went to the north. Some people still marry foreign people. But they are the ones that killed 5 million of us. What did the people, some people from Israel and take Sunday house? How about those that took life? Please, we are one people. And in a new Biafra, from our constitution, you will know there will be no room or space for any of these nonsense. Because, as I told you, go and look at the United Arab Emirates model. You cannot go from Dubai to go to Doha and tell them what to do unless you have somebody from Doha inviting you. Before you go to Kodimak to invest, in fact, you must have the representative who is so good. That owns part of that business as they're doing today in Dubai. That's what they do. We know what we are doing. There will be no room or space for that. Heaven forbid. Because we are all one people. Equality is evil. I can tell you where you come from if you're lost. I know where Ogudi comes from. Ken and Saraway is where you are. That is it. Forget about all these useless discussion. We are one people. But the only thing is that no army, no, you will not. Some people will live and die. They won't see the Biafran army. A soldier from the Biafran army. People, police will not carry any gun. So the Prime Minister of Biafra cannot send somebody and say, oh, go to the village and conquer them. You cannot. You will send the army to do anything without the party. In fact, you can't even try. So we are going to have something very important. If you need to plan on what you have in UAE and what you have in Switzerland. And freedom. Freedom is the worst word.
You have heard our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan. The reason I play this very clip is for you to know the need, the importance of unity. The importance of it, regardless what your brother have done, regardless what your sister has done, we have all made mistakes at one point or the other. We have all made mistakes. We must always pursue unity. We must always seek for unity among ourselves. We must seek for unity among ourselves. It doesn't matter what anybody has done. Every one of us must have made mistake at one point or the other. And if you are in his position, you might even do worse. This your brother you are castigating. If you are in his shoes, you might even do worse than he has done. You might do worse than he has done. That is the reason why we must give room for unity. We must give room for understanding. We must give room for love. No matter what your brother have done, find a place in your heart to forgive. And do not rejoice with the enemy when the enemy is rejoicing. Do not clap with the enemy when the enemy is clapping. Whenever the enemy is rejoicing, you should know that something is wrong. But instead, when your enemy is rejoicing, you are rejoicing. It's a pity. You're welcome, Victoria. Go ahead and speak to us, Victoria. Let's hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening, my sister. You're welcome.
See, I don't want to join, no, but I just it evening like this. There is one evening like this I want to join. I couldn't make it. This one I said, man, I try what is happening in the system. That, I try. I get it. You are well done.
Thank
You
you,
are
my
well
sister.
done,
Thank you.
sir. Continue,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
my dear. God bless you. Thank you.
Bless you too. Thank you so much.
I'm busy. I'm here
Okay, my sister. Go ahead. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
with the children,
Yeah.
so I cannot talk.
So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from, our Biafra is possible. If anybody is trying to tell you that we will not succeed, we will succeed. Everything we are seeing today is a propaganda to demonize us. Nigerian government is doing everything they can to demonize Biafra. Any opportunity they have, they will try to demonize us. And more especially, focusing on the international communities. Some of us today, we are very quick in saying we want recognition, we want recognition. You don't even know what it means to be recognized. You see people coming online to say, we want to recognize our government. They want us to want the world to recognize us. You don't know what it means. You don't know the battle. You don't know the battle you have to fight to be recognized. You think it's a joke? You think recognition comes by propaganda, by lies, by blackmail, by fighting yourself? Why the government of Nigeria is busy blackmailing you, blackmailing me. Any single thing they write and say this person is fighting for Biafra is going international. They have the conventional media. The international media is listening to them. And the reason why you will not give that loophole, you should not eulogize or promote any idiotic post they make about your people, even if the person is your enemy. As long as that person is presented as a Biafran, don't support anything against that person. If you see the video of Mazi Samoneko that I played every time when I start my program here, I always play that video. Mazi Samoneko was talking about people who are calling him terrorists. And he said, you think you are blackmailing me? You are not blackmailing me. You are blackmailing yourself. And those idiots who we are calling him that name, when the BBC we are reporting about Biafra people and what they are doing, every one of them, their picture was there. Their pictures were put in the line. They didn't say, oh, this one is saying that this can be or this one can be. The government of Nigeria wants to demonize Biafra. They don't want care the camp where you belong. That is none of their business. The government of Nigeria don't care the group you belong. They don't care who you are speaking for. They do not care. The world that is paying attention, the world are paying attention to information that are coming. They want to tarnish your image to make sure you are not recognized. So anybody that wears the body of Biafra, they will demonize you. They will call you a terrorist. They will call you a very bad person. They will give you a bad name. Why would you now join the government to give your own brother a bad name? You are supposed to be in his defense. It does not matter what he does. You are supposed to look at Sheikh Gumi. Shegumi is defending bandit up to today. As you and I here, Shegumi will come out and warn the federal government. This is Shegumi, whom Saudi Arabia banned him from entering Saudi Arabia. To show you how evil that man is, Saudi Arabia banned Shegumi from entering Saudi Arabia because of his involvement with terrorists. That same man is in Nigeria today, making a bold statement, telling Nigeria that they should not provoke the bandits. He said, do not provoke the bandits. You can imagine. Sheikh Gumi is warning Nigeria, do not provoke the bandits. Today, in the northern part of Nigeria, the government is holding meeting with the bandits. And the bandits come with their gun. I'm talking about, when we call this bandits, it is just, they are holding meeting with terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria. Well-known terrorists. In our own case, all we are asking is self-determination. Our reason for doing what we are doing is pronounced. The Liberation Army, the reason they are defending Biafra land is pronounced. The reason they are doing what they are doing is pronounced. It is not a guesswork. But in the case of the northern part of Nigeria, they have no reason why they are kidnapping people, taking innocent life, attacking both mosques and churches. They have no reason. They have no reason whatsoever. What you see in the northern part of Nigeria is pure terrorism. But still, a man, a sheikh, is speaking on their behalf, defending them. Have you ever seen Shegumi come online and abuse any or say anything wrong against the terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria? Have you ever had that? Have you ever had Shegumi come online to speak any evil against any terrorist in the north? As you and I are sitting here, they are holding meeting. Most of you have seen the pictures that came out. I have shared the pictures here once of how they are holding meeting in the northern part of Nigeria with terrorists. You see the terrorists come to the meeting with their full arm, well-armed ammunitions. Nobody shot them. No army attacked them. No convoy. The governor does not go and say, bring battalions to go and fight them. No. But in Biafra land, our demand is simple. Self-determination to save life. We want to go our separate ways, have our own country, be on our own. That is not a bad request to make. It does not stop us from being neighbors. It does not stop us from doing business together. It does not stop us from intermarrying if we choose to do so. And because of that request, our own people, Biafran people themselves, stand against their own people. Don't you ask yourself, why is it that every security outfit that is formed in Biafran land, when they formed, each time they formed them, if you see their commanders making speech, their first speech is Biafra Army. Every security outfit formed in Biafra land, when they want to start operation, their first attack is Biafran people who are talking about Biafra. Why is it so? Why is it so? Don't you ask yourself? That is the system put in place by Nigeria through the politicians, the governors, to destabilize Biafra land, to turn Biafrans against themselves. When they create that problem, they will now go back and tell you, oh, the Biafran people are making trouble. The Biafran people are killing themselves. But they are the ones, the mastermind of what is happening. Today, many of them come, they accuse Gentle of doing this, doing that, and doing that. Don't you ask yourself the genesis? What is the genesis of everything? How did it all started? So many of you have forgotten the genesis of all the problem. How did all this start? You have forgotten the genesis of the whole thing. You do not care anymore. All you want is the head of your brother. And you say you are fighting for freedom. I don't know the kind of freedom you are fighting for. And I don't see how you are going to get Biafra in division. I'm looking so deep with interest to find out and see how are you going to get this Biafra in division, in hatred, in propaganda, in lies. How are you going to get Biafra in destroying your own brothers and sisters? Destroying a structure that you know that is working. How are you going to get Biafra by doing that? It is a question to every single one of us. And you see this Nigerian fake news, it has exposed us more. You know, Nigeria, they are very good in trying to know the mindset of people. They want to know the mindset of people. And they will always try to push one button or the other to see how you react. And of course, each time they push that button, you react the way they want you to react. And the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. You are in a time, you will come out and say you want recognition. But what impression are you creating to the world? You want to be recognized as a government of Biafra, but you are creating a very wrong impression. When you come out and celebrate the death of your own, somebody who fought for Biafra, it doesn't matter even if the person have fallen out, even if the person is not doing it well, somebody who was in the front line fighting for Biafra, and all of a sudden today you stand and celebrate his downfall. You narrate him and talk evil about him, and the whole world is watching. International communities are watching in what you're breeding. I have said this before. The reason people ask questions before they get married is to know what is in the package that you're receiving. The reason people ask questions when they want to go and marry, if you want to go and marry, you go to that family and ask questions, is because you want to know the package you are going with. Your wife you want to marry might be a very wonderful lady, has no bad record. The wife you want to marry might be an excellent lady, has nothing wrong with him. The man himself, a man might not have anything wrong with him. But your family will still go and ask questions to find out where this person is coming from. Do you know why? The reason they ask those questions, they want to know the package you're coming, because everything that runs within your blood, you have the potential of having that same thing in you. Whatever runs in the blood of your family, you have the potential of having that same thing in you. It doesn't matter. Even if that thing has not manifested, it is possible that it can manifest. That is why people ask questions when they want to marry. It is not about the girl they are marrying. The person, your girlfriend or the person you want to marry, might have an excellent character everywhere. You can talk about her, but we will still go down and ask questions to know the package that is coming with the person. And that is the same thing in this our Biafra struggle. Every single thing you say that a Biafra can do, whether genuine or not genuine, as long as Biafra is attached to that name, everything you accuse that person, Biafra is potential, has the potential of having that same thing. Every Biafran have the same potential of being that thing. If you accuse one Biafran as a terrorist, it means that we have the potential to become terrorists in Biafra land. It doesn't mean that we are now. We might not be now. But in the future, there is a tendency that we can be able to be terrorists. That is how the world works. So when you preach these disinformations against your own people, you think it is about that name. It is not about that name you are calling. When you on your camera, you see a fellow Biafran woman, a fellow Biafran man, and you call him or her a terrorist. You are just telling the world that we have the potential to breed terrorists among us. You are just telling the world that we have hidden terrorists among us. And you think that the world will see that and then recognize you. The testimony of other people is a different thing. But when your own brother, your own sister testifies about you, the testimony you give about yourself, people don't joke with it. Other people can testify about you. They can say, oh, they are this, they are this. People will not take it serious. They might say they are saying it out of hate. They might be saying that of anything or the other. But when you make a testimony against yourself, people don't joke with it. They take it serious. They take it serious. That is why every one of us as Biafrans, before you open your mouth and speak, if you don't know what to say, please keep quiet. If you don't know what to say, keep quiet, please. Every one of us will talk about Biafra. There is no law that said everybody in the old Southeastern region must speak about Biafra. There is no law like that. It is not mandatory. If you don't have anything to say, keep quiet. Don't be a stumbling block. So many of us today are fighting against Biafra unknowingly. By the time you on your camera and you speak ill of your own fellow Biafran, you call them name, you call them terrorists, you call them this one, you call them different kinds of name. You narrate your own brother. You think you are doing a favor. You take a video of your brother, you take a video of your sister, you put it side by side, you are narrating, you are explaining. Every time people come to your platform, all they will see is you narrating somebody. You put somebody's video and you're narrating your brother. Every time when people say come to your platform, they will just see you analyzing your brother, and you think you are doing yourself a favor. Sorry. No. You have nothing to offer. You have nothing. In the issue of Biafra and Nigeria, where there are many topics to discuss, where there are so many topics to discuss, in a time where you say you want recognition, that the world is keeping their ears open to see why they will recognize you. The world, they are watching us to see why would we recognize these people? Why? What is the reason why we recognize? They want to see reasons.